All right, so YouTube decided to be um, an idiot and decided to give me a penalty. Why? Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense. If if they're literally streaming it on YouTube, then I guarantee you, it's anyone can stream on YouTube for free. If that's the case, I don't understand why no one else's streams that are showing the video as well as like being taken down. So the other thing that I find terrible about this too is that um, say the other thing I was gonna say too is that yeah, I don't know why I was specifically getting targeted and no one else's channel is being taken out for doing this exact same thing where I had the broadcast on and no, I just happen to be the one taken down. Everyone else's channel isn't taken down. If it's on YouTube, then they're giving it public access. They're literally giving a public access for me to like do the same thing if I want to like okay yeah I'm gonna put up I'm gonna stream it because yeah I want to do a watch along. So I definitely don't think it was right for you to do that. The other thing I'm gonna complain to YouTube as well is that they don't even give me the option to like really write down explanation. They don't really give me a chance to kind of like just appeal it when most likely they're gonna reject it. Um, yeah, I don't know why. Um, I can't really explain myself. They don't give me an option to explain myself, which kind of sucks. So, but what can I do now? It's so I guess I'm just gonna have to stream it like this, just because I don't have. Um, I can't really do this any other way. So yeah, that sucks. I'm also supposed to be in a lecture as well, so I need to like do that. If YouTube decides they're gonna take the stream down as well, then I honestly call bull. This shouldn't be happening. I just want to have a happy stream, talk about Formula One, and just yeah, have fun. But YouTube obviously does not like fun, so thanks a lot, YouTube, if you guys are watching. How are you guys watching this to begin with? I don't know. Oh yeah, Williams' car already went off, so I'm gonna go and say 10 out of 10 because they did a hella good job with like the introduction and such. Um, so yeah, I think they did a really good job with that. I'll go to William.
Hey, hello everyone. We'll give it 1 to 2 minutes for everyone to arrive. Probably will hear a lot of ding. Yeah, as more people come. Just need to say, well, for those who turn on your camera, you can stay, but it's really nice to see you virtually. Things we will mostly be having in person. I'm going to share my screen, so if you can let me know, right? You can just shout out by yourself. You all see my screen? Yeah, great. Thank you.
Oops.
Okay, I guess we'll get started. Probably there will be more people coming in, or we'll have 34 of us today. How is everyone feeling? If you don't mind, open your camera for a few minutes.
Oh.
It's a cool day, huh? I see a lot of you nodding. Does having it virtually make it feel a little better? Whether it's even cold for people who get used to coldness in Wisconsin or Minnesota or nearby. I don't know. It's definitely very cold for me. Cool. Well, let's just get started. I guess you guys are pretty busy for the day. As I can tell, you're all over the place, your background. So let's get started. If you can't hear me or if you can't see the screen, just shout out, okay? I probably will not see you, but you can send a message in the chat or, yeah, or, just unmute yourself, shout out. And feel comfortable to close your camera before I start talking. And in the middle, we'll do a couple of activities, a couple of exercises, particularly towards the end. We're going to have a discussion group section where you guys will be assigned. We'll get to that, and you're okay actually. First time. Is that clear? Cool. Great. I appreciate I can nodding there. That's great. Yeah, you guys, for those of you don't want to turn on your camera but still want to show, you can use the thumb up function or other, functions there. You guys are probably familiar with it than me. All right, let's get started.
Brr.
Okay, I'll minimize it so mostly you see will be the screen I shared right here. Well, we talked about the infrastructure in last class, about the global labor regime associated with Apple and its products, and the factory of Oxford. Based on your postings, I just wanted to update you. I guess you guys know about methods. Today we're doing a Zoom session because of the weather condition. Um,
Okay. 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 Should be a bit better presentation now. Okay, 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 okay. I have a good feeling about RB Honda, so let's see what they go for. 9, 8. Ooh, they're going for a whiteout. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. I'm actually gonna change Williams maybe like so. I'm gonna put them on a 7 as well. Oh no, LinkedIn. That's all also just diabolical. Bright white. Oh, that is so creative. HRC. Yeah, I see that all the time in IndyCar. That is just so wow. Group chat. What group chat? I'm ultimately just in love with like how that looks and such. Honestly, just looks really exciting. I'm just like trying to hear the audio, like what's being said, and so yeah. Oh my god, this is bringing like all like the heavy and hard like jokes. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of like what's it to call? Because I remember NFL ceremony halftime show. No, not halftime. It was like something ceremony related. Where it was like they brought in Snoop and he was like telling all like the jokes, roasting everyone. So now back to just another musician, singer, which I honestly don't know like who he is, but obviously I can't really play the song because if I try, I'll probably get copyright striked again. So, oh, you don't want to make that song, no? I guess while we wait for them to reveal next cars, which I'm gonna assume they're probably doing it by order. And what I mean by order is that you have you have everyone who started from like very last, and they're gonna like kind of slowly reveal to the much higher position ones based on last year's constructors championship roles. So State got dead last, if I can remember correctly. I think they had no points. Um, I can always try to like double check that, but I know for sure. Team standings. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Kicksauber only had 4 points compared to Williams that had 17, and then it was Red Bull Honda with 46. Haas, which was a huge shocker to me, they were the ones that got. Um, oh yeah, but Haas got 58 points. So I definitely would hope that Haas kind of keeps that same consistency, or at least puts himself higher. I definitely do want to see like a really good underdog kind of get up there. Haas is definitely one that can try to put themselves more like towards the mid pack. So can Honda. I feel like Red Bull Honda is going to be like another really competitive one. Um, Looking at their level of consistency, but they keep changing sponsors, lots of like team changing names. Same with kind of Stake, but Stake is kind of worse than Red Bull Honda has. Honda, but then again, they share the same like team with the actual Red Bull. So my only concern with that is just like, okay, Haas is gonna come up next. We got Haas. As we would talk about Haas, yeah, I do predict Haas is gonna be in the America's F1 team. Ooh, okay. Oh, there it's their 10th year. All right, I'm in it for this one. I'm also in it for this one. So I curious see. Well, it's a weird history. Ah, yeah, Roshan. I still think about that a lot. I mean, yeah, I guess you can say that now. Like, yeah, like they're just getting started. So I noticed they put funk music. Oh no. Great video for a lineup that's most likely going to crash themselves a lot. Great video for a terrible lineup. Oh, okay, I like the graphics there. Okay. Your car is better be as hype as you're proving it. Your car definitely has to prove it. And again, I'm not going by like just the perform. And you sponsors. Okay, we got MoneyGram replacing that. Filling that front wing right there. Emphasis. Pirelli. Can't go wrong with that. Toyota Gazoo Racing. They got sponsored with them too, but you can't use Toyota engine. They're not approved. Oh, wow. That's David Coulthard. Wow. Interesting side pod. Like, did you mean to damage it like that, or like what's the side pod on? Oh, that's an interesting take on a side pod. So much higher for a lineup that's going to crash into each other a lot. And we've seen this with several other drivers too, where you know if you put them two together, they're going to crash. I feel like this is going to be another one, and especially with Esteban Ocon. Don't get me wrong, he's not a bad driver, but he's super aggressive. He can't like he overcommits and can't tell the difference between like when he should like pull out or when or like, determine what risk is good and what risk is bad. He doesn't overdo it, and that's why everyone kind of hates him. He pisses everyone off. It should have been good to Steiner still. Don't get me wrong, he can make a good team manager too, but Steiner should have just like stayed on the team. I wonder what Steiner's up to now. Even if he wasn't invited, I don't think he would have wanted to shut up anyway. So I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 for this one as well. It looks American, feels American. It's like your Wisconsin Badgers alternate type uniform, American right there. But yeah, that's gonna be my ranking for Haas. I'm gonna put them in six. I always found it like suspicious where it's like you say you're an American company, but you had like a Russian sponsor. But then again, it was partially because of Mazepin. But it's for the most part, it looks. I'm just curious with what they decided to do with the side pod. Like that flooring right there, and then it's like it just looks like someone like grabbed a pencil and like banged against it. I don't know. I kind of want to like see if I can. Oh, Fernando Alonso. But yeah, I want to see if I can like testing stuff. I'm gonna see if I can gather a bit more data about that side pod. All right, so right now I'm gonna go with another video on just rivalries. That's Ayrton Senna and Alan Prost. Michael Schumacher and who's the other guy? That's Niki Lauda and James Hunt. Hakkinen, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. Bam. Oh yeah, it's their 75th anniversary, so this year is going to matter more than anything else in terms of championship. So I think they're just really going all out, especially with this event two. Going on a lot of this event too. We got Alpine coming up. Are we dreaming? Wait, who's the guy that's in the middle? He just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Are we dreaming? Oh wait, is that your artist name? Oh, interesting. I don't see Alpine going very far with your team and such. Because Alpine got like what, six? I mean, they were decent in terms of the mid pack, and sure, largely because Ocon contributed. But even then, it's yeah. I don't think they come anywhere close. Like to keep the level of consistency, putting themselves like in the top 10 each time. So if I had to put Alpine in terms of like where they might end up in this year, yeah, I don't know to be honest. Low, like probably a little mid pack, middle of the grid, but probably lower. So I'm curious to see what. I swear, no, if I remember correctly, I swear, if they decided to go with all pink again, a car that's like mostly pink, because I remember last year when I found out about it, I was just like, ugh, I couldn't stand to look at it. I think I said it was like worse than who did I say it was? Steak when they first introduced like their green car, and it was just sure. Presentation's all right, I guess. I mean, British DJ. I can vibe with this for sure. I like how he's taking really good advantage of the graphics too. He's just like, what is going on? What is this? That has a lot of like flashing and strobe lights. I mean, but then again, I'm gonna go to a DJ like later on too, so it shouldn't be like joking around just doing laughing. Okay, but if all seriousness, if I hadn't said it before, like so far he's taking a really good advantage of like his stage. He's really making it his stage, and so far I like him in terms of this alone. Like so far, he's doing a really good job. Okay, okay, that's a bit. Ah, I see to take a more accountable path, a more honest path. You don't really see a lot. 2025. Do everyone have like a little bracelet thingies? Or are they necklaces? Because I know now they're starting to like give. sell these manufacturer um, lights, both, but like as a form of a necklace. Last I saw this was the USA versus Canada game in the Four Nations. Is the door finally opening, or no? Too much pink still. I already know what I'm gonna give it. Look, I'm sorry, Alpine, but you took her with the DJ, which wasn't bad. Um, Still too much pink like last time. So that kind of made the presentation like not only long but boring, and I wasn't necessarily feeling the hype because I was starting to get bored. So this kind of just yeah, this didn't feel right. This didn't feel right for me. Oh well. So you're below average, I guess. I guess you're pretty bad. So I'm gonna have to give you a 3 for that. It's whatever. Something much I could say there. So Gasly, Jack Doohan, take off your take off your caps. I want to see that fade, low temper fade, that wave check. Let me see those waves. I want to see that haircut. Oliver Oaks. You guys are the guys sacked your other team principal and like having to switch back and forth. Well, that's sick for BWT. I mean, in terms of like the stage presentation, I feel like the stage presentation did a better job of presenting than the car itself. So, but like, my only problem is we're constantly seeing the front side of the car, and all I'm gonna see is pink. I can't see like the blue itself. It just kills the vibe of it. It just kills the fun. So until until boring it was. Okay. While they're just presenting some more stuff, so I guess the next one's gonna be coming up is what Ashton Martin is next. Ashton Martin is next. More funk music. Over here. It's F3. Oh no, Stinks got to 3. Oh, of course, Red Bull Williams. I was like, Jesus, look at the team. Okay, but anyways, Ashton Martin, they got fifth with 94 points. So, what can I expect from Alpine this season? Well, I don't know, to be honest. It's okay, I guess. I feel like it's gonna be more so like the same or less type of performance where Aston Martin's probably gonna remain in the mid pack. There really has been like too much of a change with the team. One, I say this primarily because of Lance Stroll. There's still like a lot of skills that he lacks on. So doesn't necessarily mean I'm getting up on Lance Stroll like too quickly. There's definitely more work where you could like put into, but it's just that he's not really. I'm not seeing like any progression, like any improvements on him at all. So more or less seeing about. But anything can happen, I guess. Could surprise us or it could not. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna meme around of like, What's how is it surprising? Oh, oh, a lot of people booed at the FIA. Pirelli. Yeah. Give me a minute, guys. All right, so now we're going to review from Aston Martin. Of course, they're going to go British, English, spy, reveal. Curious, 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 curious. No way they actually showed up in suits. Alonso and Stroll. Alonso's definitely going to put in a lot more effort. Like, he's definitely going to. If there's any reason why Aston Martin is probably going to remain in the middle of the grid, it's because it's Alonso's been consistently carrying the work, while in terms of consistency, what Stroll does cannot perform. So Aston Martin definitely has. If they haven't shaken anything up last season, they definitely have to shake something up this season because I think at this point, I think it's going to get to a certain point where it's going to get enough for people to keep on complaining. They're definitely going to want to like demand a lot more change in action. I'm like, hey, get rid of Stroll or change something up or do something with a car. Because I think it's just a lot more people are more infuriated at Aston because it doesn't feel like they're doing anything right. What do you think about the next Grand Prix? Australia. You can never go wrong with Australia. It's an absolute classic. Um, I think in the last 2 years we've seen just a lot of action, whether it's at the beginning, in the middle, or just like the end of the race in general. Definitely at the end of the race, I will say for sure, because the last two Grand Prix in Australia of how um, the races kind of ended, where it was like multiple cars crashing into each other, or just George Russell upside down. That pretty much ended the race. I'm definitely on expectation again for Australia Grand Prix this year. So interesting. Thames. Oh, so a soft presentation, I guess. She's singing in the car. She's like slowly coming in. It's a bit odd. It's not really surprised in terms of like, oh, car's there, but like, I don't feel necessarily anything like too. She's singing great, by the way. That's Lawrence Stroll, the CEO of Aston Martin. His son is one of the drivers of Aston Martin. Is the car going up in the air? Oh, just like that. Ouch, my neck like snapped. What do I give for Aston Martin? Oh, okay, car's going back down. That's not Alonso's number. That's Lance Stroll's number. See, why do you keep making him like the primary driver, but yet he fails to perform? Okay, so presentation was all right. Um, what else do I have to say about it? Presentation was all right. I like how they try to cut that stereotypical general theme of just oh yeah, London spy stuffs. Um, just I think coming in a much more classical, neutral type of entrance. Um, it's very unique. It is very unique how they decided to present the car. I think it's probably the only green car that I'm okay with compared to the other one from Steak. As you see, Steak is a 0 out of 10 for me. Tim is still walking. I'm going to say 5 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best either. Um, I think the presentation of it is what definitely, caught me out of surprise, and I think that's what like kept the um, um, I guess just support like the presentation as a whole. Chalant, Alonso, not only you enjoy the presentation, but enjoy the rest of your night. Well, the rest of the day over here because we still got the sunlight. So, yeah, off we go. That will do it for Amco F1. That's what I meant to refer to. 007. Okay, yeah. Martin Brundle. Lies at the pit wall. Martin Brundle is the man of just glory, honor, and you just can't hate him. He does a lot. He has a good, strong bond with everyone else. Um, as in the drivers, the team principals, the mechanic crews in general. I'm not going to talk about this Formula One movie that's going on right now. I think it's total. I'm not even going to bother talking about it, so don't even mention it. But as I was saying about Martin Brundle, he's just a very respectable man, and he's definitely someone I want to like be in terms of his role. So, uh, yeah. Next one's gonna be Mercedes. Mercedes, they had 468 points. That puts him in fourth of the Constructors' Championship. Lewis Hamilton is gone, however, so yeah, it's going to be a completely different team. You still have George Russell, and you got a new driver in there. Um, my main concern with Mercedes, I have a feeling it's going to be like the start of their, downfall. You don't have Lewis Hamilton anymore. The mechanics has always had the problem with the Mercedes car, and if that's the same, I guess, level, I guess the direction they're going to keep going with, whereas they can get nothing to really, if they can't find anything improving, if they can't find anything to, um, at least keep a consistency or try to better themselves in terms of like the car itself, which is one of the reasons Lewis Hamilton left. You also have to make sure the car is good, especially with your new driver coming in. If there's nothing that you can do to make your car enough for the drivers to keep fighting for that, to at least stay in about that top spot, Mercedes probably going to fall lower. They're probably going to fall lower. Let's say maybe mm, lower mid pack, I'd say. So I guess if I had to put them in a spot by the end of the season, maybe fifth through six. Fifth and sixth is like my predicted spot. So yeah, the glory day of Mercedes. Was definitely, most definitely during the Max Verstappen Lewis Hamilton rivalry. Christian Horney just sitting in the back. My crack is. What do you expect when you're presenting Aston Martin? Of course, your crack is going to be tingling. My crack is tingling. I don't mean my crack, but my crack, the the guy that's in Aston Martin. But I think he stepped down as team principal or something. It's more like driver instructors. All right, well, Mercedes up next. And if you wonder how to spell Mike Crack's name, it's Mike and then Crack, but instead of a C, you put a K on it. Anyways, Mike Crack is gone now. It's Andy Cowell that's team principal. Mike Crack said he was going to move on. Oh, I can't believe they put that clip on. Toto raging, George crying. Yeah, I guess all setbacks. I like their accountability effort. They're just flexing off like all of Mercedes in general. One of the clips that I showed in there was when Rosberg and Hamilton crashed into each other in that year, which Rosberg beat Hamilton in equal machinery. Every dream needs a team. So you're gonna have a performer. I wonder who's gonna be a performer in this one. You got. What do we got? Soft but hard music. Simple font, I'd say. Five is. Whoa. Orchestral. Okay. I see black uniforms. They're black. I guess maybe we're gonna go with another black car. What are we doing? A live pit stop? You're all. Don't just do that. I was expecting some sort of like speed speed test, like an actual pit stop. No, they just went eh eh bang. Okay, enough of that. Let's see the actual car for itself. Okay, they put George Russell's car. Obviously, it's going to be main driver again. Similar to what we were looking at in their car last year, I think. Yeah, same livery. I'm going to say they went with like the same livery. Well, I like what the style of music they went with. Presentation, most definitely carried. I'm a little bit curious about their front wing. They went with there's like that little extra hedge that's in the front wing. Their side pod is consistent with what the other teams have put on. House was like the only one that was weird. Notice how the side pods there. There's not side pods, like the under tray. They brought the side pod back, that's for sure. But under that side pod is the under tray, and on the edge of it, there's like the little like tricks of lines are like patterned up, just beep 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 beep. Toto. Whoa. Where on Toto's name only one. There's Toto, Toto, Tutu, Toto, Toto, Toto. My goodness, I cannot get over his thick um, German accent. But ultimately, this just looks the same as last year. But I'm hoping for a much better performance of a car. They are definitely going to be struggling. At least going to be a while to get used to, just because they don't have Hamilton anymore. So I guess I'll consider this maybe like a down year, or I guess just a rebuilding year, trying to like see if they can find their momentum. They will want to find as soon as possible, and at least keep them back in the fight. A top spot. Bye. Your wife isn't the real one, brother. If she came over just so she could see someone else, then she ain't a real one. I'm kidding, bruv. I know you and her have a happy life together, so I know it's jokes between the two. So in terms of what I would put Mercedes at, I'm gonna give him. I'm probably gonna give another 5 as well. We got Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren. I probably shouldn't be surprised about Red Bull because if I had to predict with what livery they're going to go with, same exact color every single year. And nothing's going to change about that. So, ascend the car into the heavens. Into the heavens it goes. Okay, now I got to bring it back down, put it back in, bring the next car. Gordon Ramsay! Where's his food? Why is he not cooking up food? He already called the food raw. It's not even out yet on his plate. But he's been drinking. Even the drink is raw. You're either crying or you're tired. Someone yelled raw in the background. Raw! Oh! He said it. He said the word. Chat, y'all better be watching that stream as well. He's gonna say the pass us roll. Hey, but Gordon Ramsay's not wrong though. He has a point. He has a point. It happens. It happens on accident. You can't really ban something that's an accident. And I think it's just a little too far that Formula One is pushing it. Like, what else would I say? Like Formula One is genuinely saying that, oh yeah, we need to treat you fully, fully grown, adult, experienced men, and treat you guys like kindergartners. Like, brother, that's not how it works. You don't just do that. Because by some of the logics I think the FIA and Formula One rules is going for, we shouldn't be driving nor alive to really begin with. That's just how bad and stupid I'd say some of the ruling system is. And I'm saying it with um oh no. Oh no. Ricardo isn't here anymore. Why did he drink from the shoe? Well, okay, we got a next car. Next car's gonna be Red Bull. Oh boy. Before I get to the spiel of Red Bull racing, which I'm definitely gonna have a lot on, I know this isn't exactly like a more professional setting, at least in terms of this stream. It's more like just let's have fun with it. But I don't think I'm gonna have too much fun with this one, so apologies in advance in case anything really comes out that shouldn't be said. Oh boy. Yeah, your glaze is all gonna go on Max Verstappen. The glaze is all on Max. Well, you can't really put any highlights for Lawson. Should have been Checo. Ooh, we got some booze, all right. We're hearing some booze. Wow, there. My goodness, see, most props. Simply lovely. Boo. No, you don't. I think it just makes the dynamic worse. By replacing Paris and putting Lawson, you're already setting up Lawson like, okay, you're gonna be the next driver out. You could have at least chosen a better driver like Sainz. Because first of all, Sainz doesn't to be in Williams. I don't think they've proven himself yet to be a good fighter in the mid pack. Or in the top mid pack. Oracle Red Bull's gonna have a down year. Russell has a rebuild year. Oh boy, I have a lot of mixed reactions for Red Bull. I will say Red Bull's videos have always gone above and beyond. So I'll give them props for that. Their presentation videos like never disappoint. So everyone's just gonna follow these guys then, or what in the Fast and Furious is this? I like that buggy. London. I forget they're also an English UK team, but they're from Milton Keynes. X team. Ah, damn. O2 Arena. The same arena where KSI boxed. Wasn't Fury. Fury was in Manchester. Rebel car culture. Okay, so a completely different theme. They brought all the actors. Same old car, so I kind of already know what to give it. I don't need to like talk about the car itself, but instead of the presentation alone, I think I'll give it. Yeah, not a 5 out of 10. Ouch! Hit myself on the table. Don't mind if you guys heard that. And I wish I could judge by just their decisions they were making all season, but I know I can't because I'd be biased, and that goes against just the ranking of just the video itself, or like I guess the presentation. But now that they finally presented, I will finally talk my spiel about Red Bull. So get ready, guys. Paris should have never been replaced. No matter how many times I will say this, I don't care. Paris should have never been replaced. Um, are we already bringing him up? Bruh. What do you think is sticking at? Yeah, but the true legend of the sport, they're not doing so well now. I mean, barely. So I definitely have high expectations for Ferrari. They have to perform in this presentation. They have to perform. I have a good feeling you're gonna get a really good high rating. Maybe a 10 out of 10. So far, everyone else was either like okay or mid. Here's to his passion, his innovation, and determination. Here's to his pioneering spirit, forever in motion. Here's to Enzo Ferrari, 18th of February, 1898. Happy birthday, Enzo Ferrari. Good 138, I think. 37? Ferrari sponsored by HP. Got Dream. I don't like where this is going. So iconic. Passion. Whoa! It's a lot of blender. Okay. Ambition. From Niki Lauda. To Michael Schumacher. Vettel. Innovation. But all these drivers. Oh yeah, I can't forget about Kimi Raikkonen. All these drivers, Ferrari can still not win the championship. But now you have a stacked team. You got Hamilton, you got Leclerc. I'm definitely vibing with this, alright. Okay. Okay. Is that the car? A little bit of that smoke? The aerodynamics test? Oh, oh. We belong to racing. Ferrari. Alright, bring the car out. Let us see. Le Ferrari. Beauty. Beauty. Beautiful. Good distribution on the HP. So, I think we would run it white. Hell yeah. Alright, here they come. Leclerc, Hamilton, and the team principal. Ferrari had they finished second in the constructors championship with 652 points. If I remember correctly, I think the majority of that contribution came from Carlos Sainz. No, Leclerc had 356 points. Carlos Sainz had 290. But wow, beautiful car. I also anticipate that they perform really well. I didn't see Manpower Group in there. Did they lose their sponsorship? Oh yeah, Fred Vasseur. I think they lost Manpower as part of the sponsor. Hamilton. What was Leclerc's number on it? I know I said I was gonna go the whole spiel about Red Bull, but now that I realize I'd probably be yapping for a long time, and they just kind of cut immediately to Ferrari too. So that time, and I kind of don't feel like it anymore. Wow, I still find it just so surreal. It just feels unreal of Lewis Hamilton. Um, Lewis Hamilton being in a Ferrari. I'm guessing that's going to be his ultimate, his retirement team. He did start at the Ferrari Academy before hopping to Mercedes. Spent most of his years at Mercedes, and yeah, I'm guessing he's just repaying Ferrari back. At some point, he wanted to be a Ferrari. But his golden years at Mercedes won't be forgotten. That's definitely for sure. Golden years of Mercedes definitely won't be forgotten. The way I see it is kind of not really reverse Michael Schumacher, because Schumacher spent most of his years at okay, he didn't necessarily start at Mercedes, or at least I don't know that part. I just know he did karting for a very long time. Essentially, found his way to Benetton. Jumped down before going to Ferrari. Spent most of his years. That's where we saw his golden years, and then ultimately Mercedes. Oh no, Louis Vuitton is a sponsor of the trophy. Used to the cage of it, the box of it. You get the box if you win the championship, or do you just get the trophy? Fans, the sponsors. So now we're waiting on McLaren now. McLaren, obviously, won the Constructors' Championships. They had 666 points. I kid you not. You can look that up yourselves and confirm to me that they have 666 points. I remember at one point McLaren was close to just having no sponsor. They kept on losing a lot of sponsors because either started with management or McLaren just wasn't doing really well, and so a lot of teams was like just leaving. So they kind of be a bit desperate. They got Piastri, who originally was signed for Alpine. Glad he's not racing for Alpine because Alpine was also in a terrible spot at the time. McLaren finally was able to build a competitive car to at least get close to Verstappen in some way. Norris and Verstappen, then McLaren just dominated the drivers, or not drivers, constructors championship. So yes, McLaren currently are the constructors champions. So best one saved for last. It's McLaren. Got Hamilton Prost, Ayrton Senna's car. They're being displayed at the moment. The M7A in 1968 when they joined Formula One. He had the MP. He had the M23. The James Hunt. 26. You had the M8472. You had Alan Prost. First before Ayrton Senna, which definitely proved to be a much better driver than McLaren. or MP4-4. And you had the MP4-8. That's Kimi Raikkonen in the West car, MP4-23. You got Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton. Of course, Sergio left to Force India. Hamilton stayed a few years before ultimately going to Mercedes. And then you have MCL 238. It's the car from last year. Pyra. All right, well, here comes McLaren. Interesting presentation, I'll give them that. So let's see. They got the car. Whoa, hello there. I see they brought their other ones too. They brought their older cars. Anna. Oh, those sounds. Take me back to those sounds. That trophy. Of course you gotta display the trophy. P1 Champions. 2024 Constructors Champions. Alright, let's see the car. It's Martin Brundle. He's running the show now. Zach Brown. Andrea Stella. Yes, yes, happy days indeed. Oh yeah, you're still on about that bet. Didn't Zach Brown like get a tattoo too? After who was the one to race? I remember like I first heard on the news and then it got featured in Drive to Survive. Who's playing on it, Mike? Oh, it's a Emerson Fittipaldi in that first double card they have displayed. One put on the table, the other put on the floor. Alright, here we go. Let's see it. Let's see the car. Google Chrome Android car. What is the green that is there? I mean, it just looks like the same old car like last year, so I guess nothing really interesting new with that one. What is that green? I'm not gonna lie. The blue on the side! Wait, no, I think that's been there. Now I think about it. But what is that? I was originally gonna give you guys a 7, but I think that killed it for me. You get a 6 out of 10. What? No. Yeah. No. I'm not gonna do you guys like that. Your presentation was really good. And I like how you brought in like all the other cars. So guaranteed the presentation did carry more than the actual car itself. So I'm gonna give you guys a solid 8. I think it's just that little part that killed it for me. But yeah. So in terms of the final Formula One car rankings, rankings were based on just presentation of the video and the presentation on stage, including the main event delivery on the car. I can't really judge too much about like their type of performance or decisions, political decisions that they may have made, or decisions that they made during the off season, or nor can I really judge the driver letter because for one, to be too biased, and two, that's not really what we're like just looking into. It's more like just delivery for fun. So my professional, personal opinion, you got Stank 0 out of 10, William is a 9 out of 10. Red Bull Honda is an 8 out of 10. Haas is a 7 out of 10. Alpine is a 3 out of 10. Aston Martin is a 5 out of 10. Mercedes and Red Bull also joining that with 5 out of 10. Ferrari is the only one so far that got a 10 out of 10. And McLaren is an 8 out of 10. I don't like the green is in a way. But anyways, yeah. Obviously, this is just my opinion on the rankings. If you guys have opinions of your own too, you guys can definitely leave it down in the comments below. But yeah, that pretty much just sums up for this video. Can't wait for whatever testing news comes in, highlights and such, and ultimately just the very first Grand Prix, which is in late March. I won't be wasting any more of you guys' time because ultimately this is pretty much what I came in for, just to look at the Formula One car rankings. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching my live stream. This season looks promising in some things. I'm also hoping, just expecting the unexpected. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.